Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Sagittarius, February 24, 2025. Your resourcefulness comes to the fore today. You are well positioned to work on ways to improve intimacy in a relationship or strategies to work on managing money, especially debt, more efficiently. There can be an answer to a question now, and it's most helpful. Talking frankly about personal matters can be satisfying now. Transits today and tomorrow bring things out into the open quite pleasantly and productively. It's a fine time to release tension and get on with things. Sharing ideas and plans with someone special can boost you up. Influences encourage you to put your ideas in motion and inspire confidence, although with Mars about to turn direct, take your time as you switch gears. There can be some restlessness today, but it's the kind that can lead you to great discoveries. It's also a good time for intimate and financial matters. Jupiter, our planet of luck, is spinning in a vibrant dance. Presently, it is in Gemini until June 9, 2025. By viewing where Jupiter resides, we can better understand how people are engaging in their personal and romantic lives. As Gemini is a very social zodiac sign, romance and focusing on one person may not be as much of a focus. We may feel a more excellent drive to spend time with friends, neighbors, acquaintances, or even siblings. For couples, connecting with their sweetheart and their pals will stimulate many wonderful conversations and adventures and allow you to build many fantastic memories. How can you wind down? The weekend is here, but you might still be in work mode once the moon enters Capricorn. It's detrimental. Your drive, motivation, and ambition are commendable. No other coworker comes close to you. After a busy work week, you may have to keep going. You could take your job home with you this weekend, but this may not be conducive to your overall productivity. You might benefit more from taking a day to rest and relax before getting back on the horse. There are, thankfully, many ways to keep routine and structure interesting. If you are someone who enjoys yoga, there are many different methods to choose from, and different positions to choose from within one method. If you enjoy running or walking, there are as many paths to take as there are days in the year. Keep variety as part of your routine so that you do not get bored. It's best to limit your choice of times, however. Choose a morning and an evening time and alternate between them. If you find yourself thinking of life in a much more serious way today, it won't be surprising. In fact, if you consider taking this powerful day and putting it to work, you may find you can move mountains. Have you ever considered getting involved in a large-scale community project? With your charm and optimism, you could do so much if you focused your sights in a specific direction. Give it some thought. On the one hand, that the moon is powering up the playful, creative and adventurous side of life's fence today is an ordinary monthly event. When the moon returns to a playful and creative part of your chart each month, it will always form a friendly aspect to the planets that are in your sector of adventure, travel, learning and discovery for the long haul, as it is doing today. The difference this time is that when Juno, the Queen of Commitment, returned to a playful and creative part of your chart 2 days ago, it was to team up with Venus in an adventurous part. What the moon is briefly inspiring, they will continue to fuel for weeks. The moon is not only still in your romantic sector after the asteroid Juno, the Queen of Commitments, returned 2 days ago, but continues to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together. After a friendly aspect to Venus, the planet of love, in an adventurous part of your chart yesterday, today's romantically charged lunar vibes are connecting with the rest of the planets there. Our eyes in the sky. As the moon enters Capricorn, a sign where it is considered to be in exile, you might notice a shift in how you process emotions. Feelings don't disappear under this influence, but they may feel more contained, more structured, like they have to pass through a filter before being expressed. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. It can actually be quite useful, especially if you've been feeling overwhelmed by emotions lately. Have you ever had a day where you knew you cared deeply about something, but when you tried to put it into words, it just didn't Euro T come out the way you wanted? Theta Euro S the kind of energy at play today. The emotional flow isn't Euro T absent, Eta Euro S just more measured, more deliberate, making it a time for quiet reflection rather than dramatic displays of sentimentality. Flexibility is key as the day unfolds, as unexpected shifts in plans may test your patience. You might have everything meticulously mapped out, only to find that circumstances are pushing you to adjust, pivot, or even abandon certain plans altogether. While this can be frustrating, especially if you prefer stability and predictability, try to see these detours as hidden opportunity. Rather than obstacles. Have you ever had a situation where you were forced to change direction unexpectedly, only to realize later that it led you to something even better? Sometimes, the universe redirects us not to throw us off course, but to place us exactly where we need to be. The more you embrace the flow, the easier it becomes to recognize the unexpected blessings in disguise. In relationships, there is a strong focus on tangible progress rather than emotional indulgence. If you are in a partnership, this is a great time to discuss practical ways to strengthen your connection. Maybe Eta about working through shared responsibilities, making long-term plans, or simply finding new ways to support each other in meaningful, everyday moments. Love isn't always about grand gestures. Eta often about the quiet, consistent efforts that build a strong foundation. If you're single, you might find yourself drawn to someone with a sense of ambition and stability, someone whose values align with yours in a way that feels grounding and reassuring. This isn't a day for whirlwind romances or impulsive confessions. Eta a day for building trust through actions that matter. At the same time, be mindful of how you communicate. Capricorn influence can sometimes make us a little too direct, a little too focused on results, which can come across as cold or overly critical. You might feel an urge to take charge, to push things forward, but be careful not to steamroll over others in the process. Have you ever been so focused on getting something done that you unintentionally overlooked how it might affect the people around you? Striking a balance between efficiency and empathy will make all the difference. Pay attention to how your words land, and if you notice someone withdrawing or becoming defensive, take a step back and reassess whether your tone is as constructive as it could be. With a little patience and diplomacy, you'll find that people are much more willing to collaborate and support you. While you're focused on keeping your own world in order, take a moment to extend your energy outward. Someone around you may be in need of encouragement, even if they are vocal about it. This isn't about grand, performative gestures. Eta about the small acts of kindness that can change someone's entire day. A simple check-in, a few words of appreciation, or offering a helping hand can mean the world to someone who's struggling. Have you ever been going through a tough time, only to have someone unexpectedly step in and offer exactly the support you needed? That reminder that you're not alone can be profoundly healing. And today, you have the opportunity to be that source of comfort for someone else. Beyond relationships and emotional balance, today also brings a powerful drive toward productivity and long-term success. Capricorn energy is all about discipline, persistence, and commitment to meaningful goals. If you've been waiting for the right moment to start a project, make an important decision, or take a step towards something that truly matters to you, this is your sign to go for it. Capricorn doesn't promise instant gratification. It teaches us the value of steady progress and the kind of satisfaction that comes from knowing we've built something with real substance. Have you ever looked back at an accomplishment and realized how much patience and effort it took to get there? The kind of fulfillment that comes from real dedication is what today is all about. Even if your progress feels small, trust that each step is bringing you closer to something lasting. As the day unfolds, remember that just because emotions feel subdued doesn't mean they are there. Sometimes, the most meaningful growth happens in the quiet moments, in the steady efforts, and in the way we show up for ourselves and others when no one is watching. By staying flexible in the face of change, open to inspiration, considerate in your interactions, and committed to your goals, you can make the most of today's energy and set yourself up for long-term success.